I made a video about the different types of live performances in K-pop, and a lot of you wanted to know whether your favorite groups sing live or not. And so I thought...
All right, we're here to judge.
Let's
utilize the live expertise and vocal expertise of Waleska, and also what a lovely voice she has. Sonyeon Stan. Let's have a look.
Make this video.
I haven't seen the previous one, but
I recommend that you watch that video first.
Dang it.
Ways to detect if an idol is singing live or not, and the signs to look out for.
Okay.
Those.
So I think most people that are watching us most likely already know our criteria and judgment for it.
We'll be using today. So there are 5 main types of vocals that you can find in these performances.
Let's go.
The first one is fully lip syncing. The entire thing is pre-recorded, every breath, every note, and sometimes producers leave in fake breathing sounds to make it feel real.
Yeah. People don't know this. So that's actually genuinely true. You're cooking.
You can usually always tell because it sounds a little too clean.
Yes, you're cooking.
Yep.
The second type is a heavy backtrack. The mic is technically on, but the backtrack
call it a split.
We could have doing about 90%.
We don't. It's actually called a split.
Is the percent of the singing. You'll hear some ad-libs or make some noise moments, but the live voice is buried underneath layers of pre-recorded vocals. Bringing us to a guide track. This one's the sweet spot, mostly live vocals, just supported by...
That's generous, bro.
Calling
a guide track.
A guide track is what I call a heavier gain on
it's a low split
vocal microphone. So the vocal line will be sitting on top of a split. So there will be a vocal backtrack, if you like, with the actual singing phrase and the actual sound recorded, but you will have a higher volume in the microphone of the singer. It actually goes to show this happens a lot. A guide track happens a lot in multiple singing groups, in multiple member groups, where you have members that sound louder than others.
They all have different gains. They all have different splits,
A few pre-recorded harmonies or ad-libs for balance.
Correct.
This makes a lot of sense to be used in K-pop since a lot of these idols have to dance. So this is a great way...
No. I'm out of it.
SB19.
I'm out of it, bro.
I'm going to bring them back.
I'm out of it because now there's groups from other parts of the world that are proving that actually you don't have to. And I used to think it was like an old head thing. Like old heads, like K-pop old heads, that liked Taeyang, that liked Taeyong, that liked Girls' Generation, that liked HOT, that liked SES. Like these fuckers were singing live, man.
They were,
because vocal splitting wasn't that good.
You can also argue that the choreographers weren't as demanding.
Get fucked, Shiny. Forget it, Shiny.
It's true.
Forget it. It doesn't apply.
You could also argue that the new generation have more performance-based focus in their training, more performance-based training and PR sort of like focus. It's true, but I also think
FX. Forget it. I'm out of it.
It shouldn't be an excuse.
No.
Yes.
I'm no longer. I never had a horse in the race, and now we're even more involved than ever in Korean pop, and so I should have a horse in the race, but I don't. I'm out of it. I really don't. I really don't like this whole thing. It's too forgiving, and I also hate the fact lately that it really annoys me that a lot of fans are able to control what idols do and can do and can't do. That pisses me off.
I agree.
Like, these guys already have a boss. We've been talking about this lately, and it's like. And you can't please everyone anyways. And most people anyways online are somewhat fucking mentally ill anyways. So...
to support their vocals. The fourth one is fully live. No tricks, no safety net, just the idol, the mic, and whatever happens in that moment.
Correct.
Now, a fifth one that I missed talking about in my older video is pitch correction. I wanted to add this one because this one sounds live because it technically is, but it's running through a software that subtly tunes the pitch in real time.
Yes.
So if someone's a little off key, the system smooths it out instantly.
It happens so often.
Actually,
televised.
Your favorite shows that people make you believe from TV and from a lot of like this viral TikTok
I'm not gonna
clips.
say. Should I say? I'm not gonna say.
No,
what?
don't say it.
Oh, I'd say it.
No.
One Take does this. It's Live sometimes has done this. Fucking who else has done this?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel did this with K-pop Demon Hunters. It's so obvious. Just run it through a software.
Yes, they did have to sing it live. There is no denying that.
Why?
But they did fix
It's like
certain
EJ
things.
is capable enough.
They
I
did
know the
fix
song is
certain
fucking
things.
impossible, but who cares?
It was fixed.
But you're not gonna come to me and say it's not fixed. Most I am. You know that show like Mars Singer.
Yes,
Pitch
fixed.
correction to shit.
Yes, fixed.
You know what else? What else? What other? Okay, I'll tell you one that doesn't. SBS radio.
That is as raw as it gets. And
It just uses a split sometimes.
And people sometimes get mad with the fact that they sound slightly off. That's what they sound
They're
like
human.
without the pitch correction.
They're fucking human.
You can notice this when a note sounds really robotic. To keep it fair,
Sometimes they
I will
do
be
it
using
so well, people don't even notice.
Or sometimes if you play close enough attention, you'll see a slide. You'll feel a slide.
Yeah, it goes from
But it's so subtle.
and
That's
it is
too
really,
obvious.
it's really
Yeah.
faint.
Correct. Oh, by the way, people have been asking, like, how come we're not posting Korean pop videos on Waleska's main channel?
Oh, yes.
Most of it is because of copyright restrictions right now.
Yes.
We were struck. So
We
just
gotta be a little bit careful.
giving it a breather and stuff. Everyone knows this, I think, but just in case. But we will do Korean. And also, it's a bit of a catch-22 because we're checking out all the comebacks as we usually do here on the smaller channel. Then they can't really go on a podcast because what the fuck's the point of reacting to it
Yes,
twice?
we've already
But that's
seen it,
basically why. And I thought also it's probably a better experience for you guys here, as well as you become a member, you get access to the albums,
Uncut.
which
yeah,
we weren't doing the albums before because there's so many fucking albums. But now it's like
higher demand. You can get to choose. And
correct.
each group's latest comeback and use 2 music show performances to compare.
Okay, nice.
I will be analyzing 15 groups in this video, so I'm sure I missed some of your faves.
15,
so
damn.
comment below and I'll include them in my next one.
Oh,
Let's
she's using.
go.
I also plan to make this a longer video, including concert performances and other live events to see the difference, but since it's taking super long, and I wanted to see if this is even something you'd be interested in, so let me know if you'd like to see that.
Do it. Concert live videos also is posted by the labels of all these idols, have pitch correction, and have been doctored and are heavily edited.
Yes.
That would be the real test. Just an FYI, if the group you like happens to be lip-syncing in a music show, honestly, don't be too annoyed about it. since
Who
music shows
cares?
barely pay
Everyone's
these
gonna get
idols.
annoyed anyways.
It's
It
a
is what
very
it
long
is.
shoot day with multiple recordings, and a lot of these idols have to wake up at like 3 or 4 a.m. And
Correct.
singing live with those
And they
conditions
Bro.
is
lobby around the freaking green room for
Forever.
hours,
Yeah, man.
guys. They get up and they get ready. So like
We have so many idol friends that like actually don't sleep.
guys,
They're not taking the piss.
they went to bed at like 12. They get up at 3. They're in the studio for Music Bank.
Rough.
Right? At like
The Music Bank is rough.
3:30. And then
The show
get
is
them,
great, but it's a difficult show to be part of. It's a very
they get
difficult
them
job.
ready and they are lobbying around until like 9 o'clock at night when they get to actually do their performance twice, 3 times, and then they have to
And they
wait
go.
around again
Yeah.
until the countdown.
Yes, because it's
It's
live,
just
so it's
crazy,
a
guys.
very difficult show,
Awful.
but obviously very important for the idols and stuff. And again, there is a specific part of me that says, you know, it's
part
a
of your
job.
job. It's your job.
But I do feel like there is a bit of a misconception because rules are so grey when it comes when you become an artist and stuff like that. And I feel like this boy should be getting, 8 hours. Everyone gets 8 hours. You
At
you
least
don't get
6.
8 hours because you're scrolling. But
But
they,
at least 6.
But they get fucking like 3, bro, most of the time.
kind of a lot
And
to
then that's
ask.
why they disappear. People wonder, like, where'd they go? Like, and now they don't even disappear because now they have reels and fucking V-Lives, Vlog, you know, and they're fucking... Anyways. Fucking
Many
hell.
groups have to record their stages, and they want it to go as smoothly and as quickly as possible, so lip-syncing is a realistic option to consider. I will also be using this software called Melodyne to actually
Yeah, big up.
properly
Very nice.
analyze the
I like Melodyne, but
No, very
it's
nice.
not bad, yeah.
in each
very good.
performance to see if they're the same pre-recorded track or not. And with all of that
Mate,
covered, let's
can I just...
I like her.
Can
I
I
like
check
this
one thing?
creator.
Can I just check one thing? I want to see a comment
Damn.
section.
This creator is based.
Am I showing it? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I do agree with your verdict. I don't want to put the first clip you said, mouth closes before it finishes, you assume it. Yeah, I just know, bro. People are going to do everything to justify everything. But I also think probably her fans are really reasonable. Because
She does this type of
she's
content.
quite a big
Yes.
content creator. So.
finally get into it.
But I'd love to see TikTok have a look at this.
Ooh.
Fucking hell, are they
Let
filled
it
with
burn!
I don't think you're ready, feeling deadly tonight.
split?
Tonight.
To be fair, they do lip sync a lot in the shows as well.
Yeah.
Fucking pyrotechnic. Fucking pyrotechnic.
Sometimes they don't care either.
Do this all night, baby. We don't get tired. We'll do this all night, baby. We don't get tired. Higher, go higher, wherever we are.
Yes, that's right. Jumping out but vocals remain unrealistically stable, and you can't hear any breathing. The breathing is whatever, but the fucking who the fuck has
fluctuation? There is
no
fluctuation
stabilization in their throat?
Yes. There's just no motion stabilization when you're jumping around like that.
Audio too clean, identical delivery, unrealistic stability, lip sync.
Actually,
split.
this is actually a good space. No, this is a good space to say that because in this particular show for Music Bank and Mnet shows,
They do
lip sync, or they have a track that they lip sync to that is live.
But they have 10% on their mic.
Yes.
Like, well, maybe 5%.
You hear a little bit of that something going on in the background, but it is very easy for them to just lip sync throughout the
It's also easy for the audio engineer, right at the end where they're doing their fucking ending sweaty fairy, to just do this.
TXT.
He weren't singing at all.
At all. Not even one. Yeah, because again, a lot of these performances are based on their dance. But let's actually go back. See, the second track that we just heard here
Split.
is not even a split. It's the live recording that they do to perform to. Yeah. So there's a lot of production stages that happen before you go to a televised show. And it happens also in award ceremonies where they get the performers or the groups to record a live version of the tracks and of the songs.
Yep.
For them to actually lip sync or do a very heavy split towards the track too. So they sound that they have like a live feel, and you hear some of inconsistencies in the vocals.
It's live to recording sort of thing.
But it's not what's actually happening in studio, is not what's actually happening on stage at the moment.
We're beautiful strangers. We're beautiful strangers.
See, so that's perfect for split, I think.
Correct.
Because there's obviously a background or something. You know, to a certain extent, this is sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with YouTube because she can't even showcase the song for 10 seconds.
Yes.
Because fucking Hype is about to, not only, they'll strike it, demonetize it, and block it, and then on top of that, send you a letter. I'm only joking, they won't. Big up Hype. But I wish she could show longer, but obviously she has copyright restrictions on it. Two voices can be heard, realistic, shakiness, backtrack,
yes,
with a split. Backtrack with a split.
Yes.
Meow, big of. Hands up. I fucking love this group.
Meow.
Bro, I like Meow, but I don't think they can sing. Like, they can sing alright, maybe, but I don't think that's their product.
No, neither.
See, so that's a live to recording take.
Yes, and they're lip syncing to
that.
This
And
is
also,
lip-sync.
that live recording had editing and pitch correction.
Yeah, a little correction. A little magic.
They dance quite hard. It's impossible for their voices to be that smooth. Identical vocal delivery. Facial expressions do not match the note. Mouth closes between notes, but voice continues.
Lip sync.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
1000%.
Yeah, okay.
They
are very
Smart.
very smart about how they do this.
Our team is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, they're very smart about this.
Here's the other thing. People will be like, how come you can hear the fan chant in the background? Okay, you chant. Ready?
Okay, yes.
That's exactly how you do it. You turn them down, you turn them up.
This is only the backtrack. That was the whole -1.
Yeah. Also, people, a lot of singers actually call backtracks -1s.
Yeah.
That might be
Which is
confusing.
minus the vocals. Is everything, is all the layers minus the vocals. So it's -1 track.
Yeah. I don't think they were singing that much.
Yeah,
Twice.
interesting. They're very specific.
Twice.
They have
Twice.
members that can really carry, and they have members that rely a lot on the track.
That's definitely gonna make some people pissed. And again,
But
I
it's
don't care. It's what we've noticed. I don't know if it's true, but also part of our team has seen them live as well, and just our friends as well has seen them live, and their gains are not all the same. And you know, a lot of people maybe will disagree with this. Ateez is a bit similar, but there are generally some members in here that I think Twice is, again, very interesting because I think they have enough pull and leeway where they're able to sort of decide what I want.
Yeah. And I think it's very, because they are very influential and they have a very giving team.
Not every group is the same.
No,
mate.
not every group is the same. Not every group has the same sort of plethora of production things and choices to be done.
Yep.
They actually, a lot of the singers and artists don't have a say on what production they get given.
No.
But with Twice is different. They have a little bit more influence in what they can be done for them in their ears, that can be done for them in their microphones. And I think it sort of depends in the group and in their production team.
It also depends on the day. It also depends on the tour. It also depends on the song.
And it also depends on how far and what what point
Leg
in the
of the
tour
tour they're
you're
at.
actually in.
So I had to pitch correction.
Also, she's not
Really?
singing live. It's the same track. It's the same live track that they sing to. Yeah. It's because again, this is the live tracks that get recorded and sent to the TV channels, and they just use them over and over.
In music shows, it's tough because
Music shows is not
Very
a
tough,
very
'cause they don't-
fair
No, 'cause also-
comparison to what actually happens live.
because actually the music shows in Korea actually have more power than the labels. Because the labels and the music shows know this because they're bigger entities anyways. They're part of some of the biggest
It's also
TV
mainstream.
channels.
It's mainstream media.
But the shows know that the labels need them. So they need to operate like this because they're a live
and they
operation.
can't be tailor making sound production
Not all the time.
for every member, every song, every comeback.
Exactly.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the biggest example of that is like there's a reason why BTS sort of stopped for a while. It was for many reasons, but that's probably one of them. You can't really even choose the sound you get. That's why everyone sort of sounds the same. Ateez, I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, they got really nice splits. But I also think this is part of their team choices. Like I
Was
feel like
KQ?
KQ
They
Entertainment.
really make it.
Nice. Look at all the plosives. Listen to all the chicka sounds.
See, a little bit flat. That's fine.
Yep.
Of course, John Ho.
So they're
I
actually.
think John Ho actually fucking asks, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So here's the cool thing about Ateez, and I will put it out here because I have nothing to hide. There is a really cool sort of production standpoint and sort of like team standpoint with Ateez, similar to what happened to Sserafim after Coachella. They try to market everything that they did was live vocals everywhere.
They beat Pella and Le Sserafim.
Correct. Anything that will remotely push them to do something a cappella or something that will make their live vocals stand forward, like they will take that route.
Which is also great because it makes them actually better.
But a lot of commercial groups avoid these things, avoid these sort of performances because they know vocally their groups cannot withhold that pressure. And I actually think that Ateez is a very good flag bearer from the beginning of their career up until now to be live vocalists always.
Correct.
Regardless of whether it sometimes sounds a little bit flat because they're jumping up and down to what 776 freaking beat track, you know, like
9 times out of 10 they really do hit the notes correctly and they
Yes.
sing perfectly.
Yes, and it's okay to have fluctuations. Actually, you want them.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Jongho
belting
works.
that.
I hope his check is fat as hell.
I actually think they had a split, but
Yeah.
they were actually pretty generous.
Aespa's been quite disappointing as of
Since
always.
the beginning.
Yeah, what the
Since
fuck?
the beginning.
And then I
And
hate the
nobody-
fucking. I hate. Yeah, no one admits
Nobody,
this
like,
because
admits
for
it.
some reason it like. First of all, it's an SM problem. Us and SM are mates. Like I'm not afraid of saying like we get along with SM. They're cool, but with Aespa, it also there's so many people in SM. It's like who you really have a problem with. But all I'm saying is, they really, in my opinion, did Aespa
a disservice.
disservice because in every live performance they ever do, they don't sing live, and then they fucking drop like some mad cover of some fucking song. You get Winter singing. You're like, holy shit, this girl can sing, man.
Yeah.
And then, like, genuinely, possibly could be one of the best K-pop idols singers at the moment. But I never know because the only things they release is like just you can tell.
Doctor Studio version of something.
Or then they do the fucking videos where you're like the encore, right? And then you're like, bro, just let them sing. They can actually sing. I don't know why. And then people think that this changed. Like if you go on TikTok, you go whatever, people say, oh, this is a thing that's been corrected.
Yeah,
Bro,
that doesn't happen
show me the
anymore.
clip, lad, and I'll tell you honestly if you're because I haven't. Again, I like the girls. I am actually a big fan of their ballads and their R&B songs.
Is actually as a fan, as an audience person, is actually really disappointing to never feel like you got a satisfying live performance from Aespa.
And I hate that you have to pretend.
Vocally.
You have to pretend that they're not. That they're not fucking singing live.
Yeah.
You have to pretend that they're singing live.
Yeah, you have to
Why?
accept that they are.
Why? And then
No.
people get pissed. It's like, who cares?
No.
They're not singing live.
Actually, there is a bit of a pandemic with girl groups.
Yeah, it's a bit problematic.
Yeah, same track.
You can't do vocal fries identical. Impossible. Impossible. That mouth movement with that delivery of that note, impossible. But it is a live to recording track. They did have to record this. And they had pitch correction.
Come on, she's freaking shaking her ass.
Mate, and I swear to you, Aespa is such
It's so
a product,
good.
bro.
I know.
They are the best
It's
product
a
in my opinion.
disservice, and this is where I stand with that Les Sserafim Coachella moment where I say it is production. It's production that's letting them down.
And I think people sometimes also misunderstand our takes in the sense of like they think we have a problem with fucking Karina. No, bro. I don't have an issue with any of them.
What the heck,
Giselle is cool. Like Winter's alright. I don't care. I genuinely I have no relationships with any of these girls, so who cares? But but you're not singing, bro.
It's just the fact of the situation.
Yeah, you're not singing, and I review music. So now what?
Yes.
Agreed. Illit. Ooh, interesting.
They have been working. They have been working.
They have been improving, to be
harder
honest.
to make a better improvement in
Because
their
on that
live
encore, they
performances.
were singing live.
And everybody was
oh
like,
my god, did they blow? Oh, it caught the club. Split. I think now they just split. This? Just a split. Possible. And by the way, this is good because these videos will start and people will start to catch on, and this will become a trend eventually.
Yes.
Like, and then labels will start paying attention, and then things will get fixed.
And the groups that actually start singing live all the time will become the new crown kings and queens
Which
of the industry.
Gives way to low popularity groups to start breaking
Rise
through.
back up to the top.
We got Rise. I like them a lot. I really like their project this year. I think it was one of the best albums. Yeah, it's just splits.
Yeah,
it's just gonna say backtrack,
backtrack,
right? Yeah, it's just vocal
It's a-
splitting.
it's a split,
And maybe they
it's a
have 10%
split.
on in their mics.
17.
They're also a legacy group. I think they have a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bring it on, bring it on. 매일이라는 좋아. 매일이라는 좋아.
It's a live recording.
달라진 DNA. 달라진 DNA.
Yeah, it's a live recording.
That's a pitch correction.
Also, is this section on the song that
Sort of
has
like that.
like that?
That's
Yes,
live.
yes,
100%
that's very
live.
live.
But look how many groups we've seen, and so many don't have even one moment where they're just singing live. Like, why? Some fucking label head thinking like they have to be perfect. Impossible.
Yes,
Correct.
very nice.
Split again.
A split, a very generous, good, well done split.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a very good split there.
And Nmixx. They're also quite raw.
Interesting. Nice, well done. She is so freaky stable.
And we questioned Lily's
We questioned Lily up
technique
and
for a
down.
while. And we really dissected her because
I was like, oh, this is going to be difficult to live up to live.
and
But
she had the same tendencies that over singers do. And then people who they actually end up developing vocal fatigue in shows and tours. But she's really proved that the proof is in the like showcase that the proof is in the pudding, bro.
And also, it's sort of like she developed her own sort of technique.
Correct.
Which I think it's a testament to her hard work.
But I'm really impressed with Nmixx,
Yes,
and they really did not. We really did not vibe Nmixx and us
beginning,
in the
yeah.
first fucking debut song. Yeah, a little bit flat. Sometimes I'm actually looking for them to be flat just for me to know they're actually singing live.
What's going on here? Yeah, well done,
Yeah, they live.
Nmixx. Yeah, you know.
I just
I've
want
always
honesty,
liked them.
bro. Just want honesty.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're cool.
If you suck, you suck. But I just want honesty.
Okay, Stray Kids
Wow,
is
mad
another
interesting.
interesting one.
Splitting. They always split, I think.
I actually
have
think they do because their choreographers are just so insane.
Also, their songs are a bit like
There are songs that are a little
They're
bit
not very
too
singy-songy,
No,
yeah.
and they're also a little bit too doctored production-wise
the
in the
chopping,
studio. It's
yeah.
it's a little harder to
Yeah.
live up to that
There are-
without help.
they're a tough group to do TV music shows for because
You see how
Smart.
it switches?
I think also they do make it a thing. They try to sing as live as possible.
I do like Stray Kids. I also Karma was a
Great.
great freaking project,
Right,
guys.
you can check out the review on the channel. Blackpink, as of late, yeah, man. They didn't do music performance. Therefore, I have gone with Shutdown. However, since they only performed it once at the music show, I will compare it to a performance they did on Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
Because Jimmy Kimmel is interesting as fuck as well. Because sometimes they really don't let them go raw, and then other times,
They fix it.
what the hell?
I think it depends on the production.
No one's singing here. Sometimes Rose, as of late, Rose, like
Is one
fucking
of-
singing,
yeah,
bro.
She's
Like,
singing a lot in the tour for sure. Actually, this whole performance, I don't think.
yeah. Split. Lip sync. Not lip sync, split.
Me three if I was you. Keep watching me shut it down. Oh, it ain't fair yet, scaring you like money we don't treat, baby. Sort of feeling in the money we don't treat, baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have like a lot of splits, like maybe 10% on their mic and 90%
And
on the
they're
actual
very
thing.
dynamic splits too. They're
very
not.
smart.
They're not static splits.
That's
So
another
much-
thing people forget. They think
Yeah.
it's just like it just stays
It's just
on.
one
Nah,
setup
bro.
that remains throughout the whole of the song. That's
Can
really
do so many things.
unrealistic. They do a lot of things where they take them up and they bring them back down. Yeah.
I think she had to delete the Jimmy Kimmel one.
Mm.
Yeah. But I think
Correct. It's very live. Very nice split. Very good. Yes.
And Enhypen is a group that has learned technique. They weren't always this refined at the beginning.
No, that's
they have learned technique,
Yes, they
which
have.
lets you know why is this happen. Groups should be getting better. They shouldn't be getting worse.
I also think it depends on where the label drives them in terms of commerciality. A lot of
Depends on the
comebacks,
genre, right?
a lot of comebacks don't allow for that sort of like vocal development, and it's very different because they could be developing in studio vocally wise. Vocally, they might be actually improving every time they go to the studio. They might be working on how to be better studio artists, but it's very different to be a live singer in comparison to improvements in the studio.
Also, what leaps and bounds you're gonna make vocally if you're singing songs like Magnetic on the studio?
Yes, it's very.
It's not that the song is bad. It's a great song. It's just so vocally chopped.
It demands certain things that in a live room environment are irrelevant. Yeah. Very nice. Also, this song was so good.
Split.
Plosives.
Plosives. They're not called pops. They're called plosives.
Pops of air. Yeah, very live.
But they essentially are pops of air.
Yes, absolutely.
He sung.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with
Yeah,
this.
live. Yeah, live with splits, but they have had their least generous split.
Yeah, they actually had the better gains.
Not what I expected.
The
to be.
world, cherry swirl. Go Peppa, I'm good enough. Stand over there when you could be
Yeah,
right
this is a
over here.
live recording.
Different. I know you heard about it, and it's different. Had it all.
Sometimes they do use a lot of pitch correction.
Right over here. Going long.
Man, I love the internet. The fact that everyone can analyze phrase by phrase. Like this is just irrefutable evidence. Like,
You heard about it.
and they're so blatant though with Sserafim. I don't know why in other groups you can't really hear it, but with Sserafim you can. I think they've also sort of because you can murky the waters.
Also,
You can say it's a stylistic choice at the same time.
No, I also think it gives the opportunity for people to be like, oh, because it sort of sounds different.
Yeah, some people also don't care that if people use autotune anyway.
Yeah, some
so.
people don't.
Yeah, she's gonna grill him. Lip sync. Yeah.
Oh,
With autotune.
And pre-recorded
That's
track.
insane.
Damn.
What the fuck? To be
Damn.
fair, they have been singing more live than before.
They have. Well, we're yet to see their spaghetti comeback.
Was it honestly the best? Was it honestly the best?
Yep.
But my best work comes next.
Yeah, absolutely live, guys.
Nice.
Yeah, 100% live. These guys didn't play around with these performances.
Promise that we'll keep on coming back for more.
I think it's sort of like emphasizing the different take. It goes to
Okay,
a B
different. Yeah,
flat.
okay.
But
Yeah.
I think they were very responsible with this era.
A lot of the time. Yeah.
But again, the genre allowed them to be more vocal.
No was slightly sharp at the start of the word "come" in one performance. Not corrected, not pitch correction. No, in the right is this is the second one.
The best moment is yet to come. Moment is yet to come.
Yeah,
Live.
nice. They're very
the whole
much
time.
a very fully live.
I'm actually quite excited to see them back. See
Correct.
what they're gonna be playing around
And
with.
ironically enough, I think they have gotten better, which is what you
yeah.
should be seeing. I think RM has become a better
I
artist.
actually think throughout the whole of BTS's artistic
So it's been like this.
development, they have, and actually Jungkook is a very good example of figuring out technique that works for you without actually having to sacrifice your own sound in the way.
Correct. He's spoken about this very
Yeah.
publicly, but I think everyone in BTS has gotten better as an individual, and now I really want to see what
As
happens
live
when.
performance, I actually think I would put in that
Jin.
category also Lily from Nmixx. She's also figured out a technique that works for her, and she doesn't have to sacrifice anything in the way.
Can I say something? Like Jin's vocal delivery and Jin's vocal evolution has been very impressive because people don't notice it because his timbre never changed, his style never changed, but his technique did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's become so stable to be able to do the things like what he did with Coldplay, pull up in Argentina or in Korea, just out of nowhere, sit down, sing a very difficult, weird pop song that like you will notice if you're flat, man, and just do it perfectly. It's like, wow, like that's a singer and a half. I Blackpink is also another one that deserves credit because I think Rose has gotten definitely
Immensely
better as a singer.
Yes.
And that's okay. That doesn't mean that she was shit before.
No,
She
but
wasn't the most competent, but she was definitely become competent now.
Correct. And there's always room for improvement.
Correct.
And that is it for this video. Don't be mad at me if your faves were lip syncing. Honestly, music shows kind of don't really count that much in my books, but it's so good to know the groups that sing live.
Correct. They do count in everyone's books. I think she's saying that because it's like music shows. Obviously, music shows is like it's not a concert.
I did say it earlier. I did think this is a very unrealistic sort of expectation for what actually happens in a concert.
Correct. But I'd love for her to do a concerts one. I think she has done like another video talking about it, as she said. So maybe we'll have a look at that one. But it is immensely interesting. Let's have a look at what people are saying in the comments here. Definitely do a concert one. Yeah, I'm in as well. I feel like music shows are not appropriate metrics since some force the lip sync. That is true. Like I said, a lot of these people don't have power, but for some odd reason, some people can choose not to. It is also the easier way out. Blue Valentine is the first Nmixx songs that's really got to me. I'm so proud of Stray Kids. I really want to know about SM groups, Shiny, EXO, NCT, and Rise.
NCT and Rise would be interesting to see.
B2B responsible group, I say, in terms of vocals. EXO, in the modern era,
had an era where they were very organic.
Raw, yeah.
Yes.
Shiny, for most of their career, they basically just done what they wanted.
Well, they're a legacy artist by this point.
The problem is that it is becoming so normalized to use lip sync, pitch correction, loud soundtrack, backtrack, that Gen 4 and Gen 5 fans don't mind it anymore, correct? They just say, well, they're moving so much they can't expect them to sing in live. No, they say, what do you mean? Like, I heard the breath. But you're doing yourself dirty as well as the groups do sing live. The idols need to train for it.
Yes, I do agree that training has changed, guys.
But they are training for it. The training is a bit shit, but they are training for it. The problem is that I think there is a casting problem.
Yes.
Because you're trying
there is a commerciality to it that has sort of like become more of a priority for labels than it did before. If it was hard in 2010, for example, to get picked from the label trainees because you had a specific sound, because you had a specific look, it has definitely gotten harder now because the commerciality has ramped up in a way that it had never done before. So groups that are debuting and labels are looking for a lot of visual appeal rather than vocal talent and a natural predisposition to live performance, because you can train how to be a really great dancer, but it takes a lot more time to train to be a better singer. So
Jongin is known for sounding exactly the same as the recording.
It's difficult to do that
never
under choreo.
Mate, you know how they record these songs still in a fucking room where they can't even breathe too loud,
word by word.
Yeah, it's like impossible. Also,
and I mean, the evidence is there. The labels drop how they record the vocals. Like,
it's not a secret.
Like, guys, it's not a secret.
And the labels aren't trying to hide this. I just think it's just people are waking up.
And it's actually such great content.
Yeah. It's not just K-pop. Western pop uses all of these as well.
100% true.
I agree, but that's not why I got into Korean pop.
Also a good point.
I think the live autotune and voice smoothing, I guess we mean, is pretty much of an industry standard now. K-pop is very prone to leaning hard on backtrack and lip syncing for groups that have a good vocalist. I think it's a drive to be perfect, correct? I think in some ways, girl groups are held to a higher, must be perfect standard. I also sort of agree.
Yes.
Although the boys aren't totally off the hook, I do feel that companies encourage the boy groups to sing live and take more risks while they hold the girl groups back. I agree with that take. That's pretty based.
agree.
But I at the same time, the justification of it has become an industry standard. I don't agree with because,
No, because
it
the
depends on the
standard-
artist in the West, anyways.
No, and it also the standard, guys, is set by,
By
the
the market.
audience. It's
It's
set
set-
by you.
Yeah,
it's
man.
set by you by
If-
saying I actually want to hear them singing live.
If you accept it and you keep
and you
buying
keep
everything,
buying the tickets and you keep buying the merch,
nothing will
nothing's
change.
gonna change. They're
Nothing.
actually you're reinforcing that in the industry.
Here's the thing: you don't have to stop buying shit. You just have to then fucking, the same way like fans get these fucking idols to apologize because he drank a bit of alcohol or something. Do the same thing
Yeah.
for the live vocals.
Guys, I was expecting live vocals in that concert.
Yeah, man. Go to the fucking comments of SM and
Go to
whatever. the fuck.
Bubble, go to Weavers.
Don't
and-
harass
Don't
the lads or the
harass.
girls.
There's no harassment to be done.
But people are way so comfortable harassing the people when like this fucking guy kissed some girl or this girl kissed some boy. But when you're doing your job badly and you're deceiving me and no one cares, come on.